We alright down here, Pop. I know you up there turning them pages, ain't you? Yeah, keep turning. Till one more again, Pops. Till one more again.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? I'm over here at the 100, keeping it 100, know what I mean? Yo, what's up with this orange man? I mean, in every other dimension, nobody even like him, but over here, he's running things? Like, are we serious right now? Okay, am I being interdimensionally punked or something? I don't get it. Like, there's gotta be some kind of explanation though, right? I mean, y'all still do it? I don't know. I don't get it, but, if there's no explanation, because if it ain't, y'all actually might be some dumb mother...
Sorry about that. Welcome to Voice Fairly. I am, let's just say, a messenger from Arcaan. It seems I am needed more here right now, so here I am. I've been wondering something. As I look at America, let's say I'm American, right? Let's say I lean left. Why is it that so many on this left side are assuming that so many on the right are just stupid and racist, like all of them?
'Cause they is, bruh!
Yes, some are. I will say an alarming amount. But it seems this whole FAFO situation has the presumption that both sides have the same knowledge-based consumption overall. I've been here. I've lived quite some time with you guys. It seems to me that these people were lied to and cheated, like we all have been by someone or something in our lives. Not too long ago, it seemed quite commonplace to believe in the presidency, to a point where you can take some things to heart, no matter your affiliation. It's not hard to imagine the same for some now, especially when the difference in acceptance varies tremendously with how we question our own individual social foundations.
What you talking about, bro?
The rich are pointing out and even reveling in the suffering of the downtrodden. But what they're actually enjoying are the skewed perspectives of us with partial knowledge of this, and those with a complete lack thereof. What's in front of us is $50.
KZB, you know?
Okay. One side sees a penny, the other a dollar coin. Oh, how foolish they are, fighting over that penny, one side proclaims. Oh, how ungratefully wasteful they are. They can't see the value of that dollar, the other side states. This is what happens when the fact that we are all Americans, or persons rooting for it, even if just for our own selfish purposes, just isn't as important as what side we are on. Does a city rise by fervently repping a single street, or by all or most repping the same city?
What's that you bad, fool?
Look, enough.
I seen it in one of them movies. Why you treat me like I look over here? Why you playing me, man?
Okay, maybe a little funny. He seems to have went back. I'm so sorry for that, you guys. This might be a chaotic channel, very much so. So I hope you can leave your feedback and help us. We are from Arcaan, and only I've been here a while. Anyway, a disappointing amount of manga, and more on the FAFO side than I'd even like to admit. Enough to scare the hell out of me. Are forgetting that we are American first. It doesn't matter what side you're on. If you are watching Americans and people in America that only wish it well, watching them suffer without the urge to help at all, and even revel in it, they got you. They made you forget. that you are American first. And they perverted the meaning of the term to demonify or overly glorify the fact that the coin you see is actually a $50. Not a whole dollar, not a penny, a $50. Damn, bro. That was deep, dude. Sheesh. Hey, yo, it's Twist from the pocket of DPMO and Arcaan, making my debut over here at the corner. Keep it N100. Let's ask some experts how they feeling that. Cool. That's what's popping way up, huh? Yo, if you can donate, we might be able to make some music vids of Arcaan, you know. We can put you up on game, because you're gonna know us eventually, you know what I mean? Alright, look, don't get it twisted. There are some seriously smug peeps out here needing to seriously find out. Yeah. I'm not even from this dimension, but I do know I do not like him. And where it go? You don't need some whole different universe telling you that we all equal in this bitch, right? See, check this out. But hold up. This some serious media that reflects a terrible occurrence. So, yo, viewers, please be advised, yo. Hey, what's poppin' now? Listen up. All third-party footage is used under the fair use doctrine. That's 17 U.S. Code 107. Thank you very much for commentary, criticism, and satire. This is a transformative work not affiliated with or endorsed by the original copyright holders. Now, let's get to it.
Good evening. I heard the officer say, "Good evening, sir." Michael said, "Good evening, sir," back, and he told me he loved me, and he hung up the phone.
Wendy Tippett was on the phone with her 29-year-old son, Timothy Michael Randall, when a sheriff's deputy pulled him over. It was late at night in rural Rusk County, Texas.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
Sergeant Shane Iverson spotted an open container, according to police.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
The confrontation escalated
Right there, real quick. You got
fast.
anything on you, sir?
Can you just tell me, officer, please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for? Please.
Get out.
Sergeant Iverson, a former Green Beret who served multiple tours overseas, fired one shot. Randall ran off. But when Sergeant Iverson found him moments later,
Dude, you okay?
he was collapsed on the ground. The deputy calling it in.
I need an ambulance. Call everybody. I've got a shooting.
After driving his patrol vehicle over and administering first aid,
Come on, stay with me, buddy.
then on a phone call, 13 minutes after firing that shot.
4125, I need everybody.
Go ahead.
I just smoked a dude.
Meanwhile, Tippett did not hear back from her son, so she went looking for him.
I couldn't make myself go up there. Sorry. I knew something was bad. Calling on my mother's intuition, I don't know. I just knew it was bad. And then the ambulance and the fire trucks got there, and everybody was in a big hurry. He told me to go home and be with my family. And I said, my family's just laying in the road.
You realized he was dead.
Yeah.
According to the autopsy, the bullet hit Randall in the right upper chest and then pierced his heart, killing him in minutes. Tippett was desperate to know what happened.
Yo, that's back Rob, because that is just straight up like, whoa! How the hell he keep doing that? I mean, okay, guess that's what's popping. And where it go? This man was just treated about as black as they come, right? Whew. Unfortunately, though, it gets worse.
I was told nothing.
You were told nothing?
Nothing. I
Were you
couldn't
asked-
even get a police report.
From the moment Sergeant Iverson approached the car to the moment he fired his gun is just over a minute. There's body cam, there's dash cam. Randall's mother asked repeatedly to see it and was told no. It would take nearly 2 years and a lawsuit before they were released. What the sheriff department video reveals, the wrestling to the ground, Randall standing back up, and the gunfire. Still disputed today. Authorities told Tippett her 29-year-old son, who was unarmed, ran towards Sergeant Iverson.
I didn't see any evidence of that in the video. The only person that was attacking anybody was Sergeant Iverson.
Oftentimes, dash cam doesn't get anything outside of the purview of the frame of the camera, but this caught it all.
Joe Oxman, a civil rights attorney, represents Tippett in a lawsuit she has filed against Sergeant Iverson.
This, I think, is, if not the worst police shooting ever in U.S. history, it's definitely one of the worst.
You got anything on you, sir? Keep your hands out your...
Sergeant Iverson says it was self-defense.
I saw him reaching into his waistband, which at that point in time, turn this into a dangerous situation.
Randall had both methamphetamines and marijuana in his system, according to the toxicology report. Police say there was a drug pipe in his pants pocket.
Felt that object and believed it was a weapon.
A gun like this one, according to Iverson's attorney, Robert Davis.
So that officer in that split second has to make a decision about whether or not that officer is going to lose his life.
Davis says Randall was desperate because he had already served prison time for drug possession and didn't want to be arrested again. When I watched the video, it looked like Randall was running away.
That's not how I see it, and part of that is because I've done this a lot. You can see his feet, and his feet are pointed right toward the deputy.
But he's got his hands up with no weapon.
Well, it's not like he's saying, whoa, I surrender, because he's not doing that, obviously.
Sergeant Iverson has since retired from the sheriff's department. A grand jury determined he should not be charged with a crime. But when his defense attorney tried to get the civil lawsuit thrown out, a magistrate judge disagreed. Writing in his decision, a reasonable juror could conclude that defendant Iverson's actions were objectively unreasonable.
The sheriff, if he would have just come to me and said, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry.
But instead, Tippett says she's been stonewalled by local authorities for 2 years, and now she wants accountability.
My son's life mattered.
Damn right it does, honey. Like all of us out here, you know? You see, here at Voice Fairly, we're gonna tackle some things. Cause it seems America's lost its way, or at least losing its way, going astray a bit. Like, Lady Liberty must be weeping, yo. So just like Arcaan, this right here, all about mending and defending and ain't no pretending. Let's get it poppin'. I hope y'all enjoying the channel. I've created an entire universe for everyone, graphic novels and everything. I need y'all help and feedback as I built it in brick blocks made for y'all to be the mortar. There's a lot to talk about on this channel as well. Best believe we cooking. Now see, think of this though. I'm 41. If you're around my age, I bet you still remember a lot of your neighbors' names from back in the day, right? But how about now? These very screens have robbed us of not our base humanity, but our interpersonal humanity, which meshes and creates a fabric of balance from one neighborhood to the other, to allow people like this to exist. Yeah, keep sipping, bruh. We gonna break that down sometime. Anyway, Lady Liberty doesn't only weep for our lack of leadership. She weeps mostly for the lack of liberty within each and every one of us. So let's listen again, shall we? Just as she does. Let's lift those lamps, y'all. 'Cause it gets so dark out there for some of us. Till one more again now.
Don't bottom out of B. Don't bottom out of B.